Hello there guys, this is Peach3s again, doing another cast. This time it's an all-random deathmatch cast. This could be quite interesting. I've never done a cast of an all-random deathmatch. I think I've only ever played 3 games? Maybe 2. Because it was back when you couldn't actually choose it in the game menu, you had to do something in the console to get it. There's not too much you can go into the lineups here because they haven't chosen them, and they just get to do it themselves. So we'll see how this runs. On the dire side, we have Vonox on the Elder Titan, which could change at any moment. Death Gun on the Beastmaster, Lord Jeb on the Dragon Knight, and Death Gun on the Death Prophet. And not loaded in yet is Adam of Bagshot, who is our alchemist. For the Radiant side, we've got Bumpety Boo on the Lifestealer mid, Kigum's Hillian on the Clockwork going the off lane, El Diablo on the Oracle, Brewmaster played by Dr. Dread 7, and Treant Protector played by MX556. That is a trademark name. So to start off with, we've got a ward going down, but it was placed right in front of the Lifestealer, so he's pinged out here. I don't know if that's just to try and get some help for the warding, but it does seem to be that he knows exactly where that ward went down. Some smack talk coming out. And there is, looks like Dire will get the bottom rune. It looks like at the top, Clockwork will get that after using cogs. So there we are, one going to both sides. Dragon Knight picking it off on this side. It seems to be duels for them. Dire side, mid Death Prophet is expected, but looks like we'll have dual lanes. Quite a lot of melee for the Dire side, but I guess it's the exact same number of melee on the Radiant side as well. See who's going to die off first. But all random deathmatch is a bit of an interesting game. Oh, seems to be solo off there and a tri-lane down bottom, so we'll see if the Radiant side can get us some kills off here, because otherwise the Dire side will most likely be getting a better deal with a pulling Beastmaster. I mean, Clockwork is quite good at interrupting the pull, but doesn't really have much of an escape. But this mid lane is going to be annoying. Death Prophet's always very good at pushing. Here we are. To start off with, we've got Lifestealer doing relatively well, but there's a stun being channeled up here, and full duration stun going out. Oh, this should be El Diablo's death. Have we got another? No, not enough there. I guess that's the problem with the dual lane. Just not enough. And this is another stun coming out here. Oh, there is enough. Oh, and this is going to be pretty much max duration. This is only level 1. So they're relatively low in the bottom. Got 2 tangos left for them and 2 tangos on the other for the Lifestealer. Mid is surprisingly very, very good for this Brewmaster. 6 and 7. Lots of denies here. But Clockwork... Ooh. If he'd caught him in there, then he would have been able to battery assault there, and that probably would have been a dead ES. But this might be a dead Clockwork, because that is a 20% movement slow. And is this going to be the first death? Attack him! He might as well. And there we are. First death down there. Let's see what he comes back as. There was a DC out on the Treant, who is back at base, so don't really know what he was doing, but Alchemist tanking some tower shots there, so he does seem to be going for Grievel's Greed. Don't know if it's just to get him some gold, because you don't know if you're going to be continuing as the Alchemist. And we have the Clockwork coming back as a puck, which, oh, he might have wanted to go in there, but I guess he leveled up 2, 0 and 1. We have ET, ooh, doing a lot of damage here. But he should be okay. We've got a ping out here from the tree, and it's still only level 1, but I guess that's what the DC does for you. But relatively quiet. There's lots of people very low. I mean, this could be Jeb going down here. And oh, double stun, but this is Jeb going down. The Lifestealer gets that as well, so that'll catapult him quite well. Level 3, that very good slow, 70% for 8 seconds. Does stop after a while, but it's quite a big one. And how long is this? Max duration 2.5 stop. This is a lot of stuns down here. Oh, an unlucky Jeb came back as a Bane. Not exactly the same as a pusher as the Dragon Knight was, but Bane does give them a little bit more lockdown. Could be useful for when Alchemist hits level 6. He'll be able to really put some hurt in on people, but this the mid lane has started evening out, but it's double the amount of denies here on the Brewmaster, and it's like the ooh, this could be dangerous. Might just want to throw it out now. Yep, should have thrown it out just before, but yeah, Radiant side don't really seem to know who their support is. There's no wards out for them. And level 6 here, you'll need to bottle up. He might split here to try and get this kill. Doesn't do so because there is a ET just behind him. But Elder Titan should be quite wary here. There is still the split. Oh. No, he doesn't have any points in silence. But still relatively quiet, only 1 kill each. Oh, there is... you could be... oh, he attacked! I'm guessing he hasn't played Alchemist in a while. And this will be the Alchemist's death, so... goes to the Lifestealer again! But puck down bottom? No. Silence helping out there. The Alchemist does go down. Missed a few of his stuns. Seems first level of Death Prophet's ultimate. The Exorcism coming out and not really doing anything to the tower. Got the Brewmaster actually, I didn't notice that. Sorry about that. And it looks like Bane is AFK. Oh, unlucky. Comes back as a techies after the death as the Alchemist. You never know, he might be a good techies player. Brewmaster comes back as the Witch Doctor, so it's the problem trying to itemize. If you die, then what are really the best items? Bottle, good on everyone. Bane could be in danger here. No, nobody really able to do anything. Midas, you know, levels and gold, good on everyone. And this should be Beastmaster's death. He broke that, and that's him dead. Witch Doctor getting that one. Phase boots tend to be quite good, or arcanes are very good. Everyone needs mana. Blink Dagger, usually very good. I mean, there are some things you don't want to be coming back as a carry and having entirely support items. But you just can't tell what you're going to come back as. But so far, we've got the Life Stealer still going. Has his Midas up. 7.5 minutes, I think. And Death Prophet's still level 8. She hasn't really got much XP. I guess she's just been pushing with her illusions here. And this is a 3-person, and that's the Death and the Oracle. Never managed to get his ultimate off. It's a bit of a shame. And this could be a death out on them, because that is 3 people, 78 bonus damage. He landed that Astral Spirit on 3 heroes and most of the lane, so... It's a Techie's warning thing there, but there are no mines. Still looking to go angry here, but that's another thing. Oracle dies off and becomes the newest, and that looks like Treant Protector will go down. First use of Bane's ult, and getting the kill on the Treant. But here we see the Winter Wyvern, you know, getting one of the newer heroes and coming back with the newest. We'll see if they've had any experience with the Wyvern. That heal, very, very good. 14 seconds, you know, it's very good if someone goes on you. As well, if you get caught underneath the exorcism, that's all physical, and that makes you immune to physical damage. And very good healing as well. Every 75 mana, and Witch Doctor kills off the Death Prophet in mid. It looks like Puck will die off here. Oh. And someone came back as the TA. Who was that? I can't remember who that was. Sorry about that, guys. But we'll see what there's 3 new heroes coming here. But TA is quite a good one to come back as, you know, very good for pushing. It looks like they're going to push down bottom as well. And so the only remaining people, so we've got a Leshrac here, Warlock who is level 8, will have his ult, and an Enchantress, not very useful to come back as. I mean, it's still only 10.5 minutes, but Enchantress could be better. The Techies is still about. Anyone who walks through there, it's going to be a lot of damage on them. They are going to get seen though, and this will most likely be a Techie's death. No? Are they going to follow them? Probably not. It's not too safe. Jeb, this skill though, Arctic Burn, does a lot. Probably not the best idea, unless... Oh wow! He got it there. Bane managed to kill off Wyvern with that ult. He knew the people were coming in to come and save. We have got a back end. This might be the rock getting dropped here on... No, not on Adam. Lifestealer just managing to make it away, and rock does get dropped. It looks like the Templar Assassin is going down, and Techies is most likely dead.
That's a twofer.
Ooh, this will be quite interesting. I don't know if when Techies respawns, if all of his... Oh, there you are. Very good use of the Enchantress there. Oh, there was a singular mine there. And the Doom dies off. We have a sniper. Oh god, it's happening everywhere. The Enchantress killing off... It seems the Enchantress was actually quite a good one. So now we have an Abaddon there, and Elder Titan actually comes back as a CM. Not what they were expecting, but do they have a carry? Yeah, they do have a carry at the moment. Someone else came back as a Clinks. The other side, Sniper, relatively good. But as I was saying earlier on, you know, he has Tranquils and a magic stick now. I guess they weren't really expecting to come back as a sniper. But this could be a death here. Stun coming out Ooh, and that is a death on the Vengeful Spirit. A lot of damage coming out on the Abaddon. But is the sniper picking that up? And he is probably going for a Mask of Madness, I would think, because it doesn't really have any of the items that you would normally want on a sniper. But and he's always going to be right-clicking as well, so Tranquil Boot's probably not the best idea. With the old activatable, maybe it would have been, but Centaur probably wanting to get his Tranquils as well. We have Leshrac, who is going for a Midas as well. Levels are just always useful in all random. Only 1 point in Diabolic Edict, so he's just wanting to go for a fighting build. So far, 32, 31. We have a Ricky coming back here. He does have relatively good items for a Ricky, so that's okay. But yeah, I mean, I guess do the mines... No, things that stay there, I don't know, would they be able to set off that psionic trap, or is it just there forever now? So it doesn't time out. We have a little bit of an incursion into the jungle here. Possibly CM getting the stun off here on... CM should be the first one to go down, I would think. Oh, rock getting dropped. Yes. So the Centaur goes down to the CM, and the Sniper went down in the middle to Leshrac. So we'll see if they come back as anyone more useful. But here we have... Oh wow, it's 4 dead for the Radiant side. Their side really does seem to be paying off the CM's Frostbite. 3 seconds of just no movement. Oh, Ursa. Tranquil Boot's relatively good on an Ursa, especially if you were jungling earlier on, and Morbid Mask, always what you want with an Ursa. We have got a Magnus who was going with Tranquils, usually goes for Arcanes, and another Morbid Mask, which is not really a Magnus item. Doesn't have 6 yet, at 15 minutes. It seems to be the only surviving member who hasn't died yet is the Lifestealer. That Midas will be paying off. Leshrac does have his Midas, he got his kill off in the middle lane, and has a Null Talisman on the Abaddon. I guess the Abaddon's really just being their support. Still, I don't think I've seen a single ward go down for the Radiant side. The Dire have been keeping up some very, very aggressive wards, which I guess is why they're ahead in damage. We have a Shadow Demon with Phase Boots here. It's not really what they were. It's not a usual Shadow Demon build. We have a Darkseer with Power Treads, 17 charge magic wand, so he probably didn't need to die last time, but yeah, they know exactly when someone's going into the shop. We have a bit of a scuffle here. Oh, Magnus getting his level 6, and this should... Oh, there we are. Lovely there, and the CM probably will go down. 4 seconds here. Probably not the person you want to be doing that on, and down the CM will go. And possibly the Magnus as well. Yes. Oh, getting stolen by the Abaddon. He won't be very happy at that. That's a shame, they lost quite a bit of lockdown here. But it does look like Lifestealer might go down. 7 seconds on his... No, he's most likely going to maybe die here. He can juke them out. If he keeps on... No, he's definitely dead. Has to be. Yep, there we are. The Abaddon getting him there, and that kill is quite a big one. He was the only one not to have died. And the CM coming back as a Timbersaw. Support Timbersaw, it seems. And Tidehunter. Phase Boots, Hand of Midas, Tidehunter. Classic. Looks like the Magnus came back as a Night Stalker. Still hasn't got its Tranquils or anything. Yeah, item builds. Oh, Ursa possibly just AFK farming here, and he is definitely going down.
I leave the woods.
Ursa is dead. Ricky's level 11. Has a Yasha. Oh, and here we have the Lifestealer came back as a Broodmother, and Timbersaw possibly going to go down. Yeah, you would think with the last of that. Yep. Brand new Timbersaw going down. But we have the Night Stalker. Oh wow!
That's a twofer.
I didn't see anyone dying off there. I thought he just the Shadow Demon had used that on Abaddon. This Ricky been doing quite a bit of damage. It's the problem, running away from a Ricky is not what you want to be doing. And oh, we survived there. TB. This Terrorblade, no detection though. You want the detection on a Ricky, and Terrorblade. Oh, and that will be the Ricky's death.
You saw, right?
Sunder was not expecting the damage there from the Sunder. We have support gyrocopter. It is going to support build though, so it's the homing missile. Here we have a Tusk, a Broodmother, Ultimate Orb, and Orb of Venom. Possibly just going to go for a fighting. It can split push a bit with that. We have a Razor. Facebook's Razor, very good. Seems the same person keeps on disconnecting. You don't usually get Tranquil Boots on your Terrorblade, but you know, all random does that to people. Net worth here, the Broodmother has been pulling ahead, especially having that Midas for a very long time. Only 4, 1, and 2 on the Broodmother, just died once. And we have a Faceless Void, Face Boots, Yasha. Seems to be an S and Y Faceless Void. Blink Dagger on the Clinks. Blink is also one of those very good items to get on an all-random game, just because, you know, most people need a Blink. Or not even need, can use a Blink. Maneuverability is always very good. Phase Boots is one of the items that I would always get. Just movement speed. Useful on mostly everyone. Does look like the Night Stalker here is going to die. Goes down to the Abaddon. And we have a Tusk here who could... yes, this... Oh, blocks him out though. He's not getting a lot of attacks here, but Tusk does go down. Faceless Void might not want to go in here. His ultimate is on. And Clinks is going in here on the Razor dies to the Clinks. The Blink really helping out there. Level 2. I guess the Tide Hunter has a Hand of Midas as well. Broodmother doing what Broodmother does. I guess she's just going to carry on going for that Scaddy. Get more and more damage. The Terrorblade is still out. Only 3 seconds. Nobody's paused yet for the Terrorblade. We now have an Ember Spirit. Still no item progression from last time. It's a bit of a shame. We have a Pugna who has a Perseverance. Guess not really too much unless you go for a Lincoln's. Lincoln's useful on lots of people. Just blocking stuff out. We have a Naga Siren. Level 11. Phase Boots Naga Siren. Maybe not going to be able to do too much with that. It does look like the Dire side might be pulling away with this. 7 kills ahead. I wonder if we're going to have a pause for this Terrorblade. Might just be coming back in time, but Dire keeping up their vision. Gyros still nothing, just... Oh, Where did that go? In middle. Was that the... No, didn't even need to use chrono for it. Has Z and Y. Yeah, it doesn't really seem fair not getting any of it. And I think he might come up and just use that chrono straight up on that Pugna. Possibly not right now. I wouldn't want to use it right now. Yep, kills himself with the Chronosphere. Nether Ward doing a lot of damage. That's a level 4 Nether Ward. No, that's just throwing away that one of those deaths. Still, it's the first one they've had in a while. We have a Necrophos now. Going 4 in Heartstopper. It's a little bit odd if you're not in laning phase, and there's not really much point to start with doing Heartstopper. Be much better going for Death Pulse. The heal is very useful. And also 5 seconds. You know, that's a lot. Here we have Tidehunter here. Might want to just get the kill back on the Pugna. Pugna does have the ward out, so he will pop it out, and oh, you just need to be instantly initiating on this. Oh wow, this is very, very, very good there. Magic Wand saving. They will get this. Oh, and this will be Siren's death. Naga Siren going down, and Pugna going down, but Clink's most likely dead. The poor Broodmother, second death of the game. Zeus getting some ults off from there, but it does look like the Terrorblade will be disconnecting. It's interesting that they actually asked for this. Yeah, it's interesting they asked for this game to be casted, but I guess the 4 people held very well, or something of that sort. Well, guess we'll see. Necro at 2200. I wonder what he's going to do. Have a look at the graphs. It is the dire side, as you can tell from the kills, and I guess they're equal on towers. Everyone. Oh no. Radiant 1 tower down, but it's only 9,000, just over 9,000 there, and lots of XP. That's how many Midases do we have? The Radiant only have, well, there's only 1 for either side, so because it's just entirely on the kills. Here we have an Invis Gyrocopter. Oh, nice. The initial Lifestealer has been coming back, you know, with some good things. Bumpty Boo initially had his, oh, he's just went for a Lincoln's instead. But yeah, initially starting off as a carry, going into a Broodmother, which is pretty much a carry, and then coming out with Slark. This Midas will be paying off quite a lot. And our support Gyrocopter finally managed to get an item. BTs, no need to spend more money on TPs than he needs to, so he's just going to be spending all the rest of his money on wards. We have a Necro jungling here. Lots of damage coming out here. Only needs to be 1 more. Yes, the Necro going down. That heal, really, you know, Dagon, another good item to have on all random, because everyone used with a burst damage. I mean, that's what, 250 plus the 500, especially when the Necro had hardly any health, you know. We have a Tiny now. Tiny and a Rubik. 23 gold for that. Oh, his ultimate going off. That's a relatively short cooldown. 50 seconds. It's only level 2, but still makes you a little bit more wary of jumping in. Slark with another 1,000 gold. Will probably be wanting to go for this, and this does look like your support Gyrocopter going down. Tide does have level 3 Ravage, so maybe not wanting to do anything more there, but the Slark getting a kill in. The wards still 2 here. Oh, Silencer. Very good. Blink Tranquil Silencer. Terrorblade's come back. I wonder what happened. Has he said anything in... No, he's not said anything in all chat. He has come back though. So here we have a tiny Rubik stole Aphotic Shield, and that is a 3-man Ravage. And that's your Silencer going down. Only picking up Anchor Smash though. This is a lot of damage. Oh wow. Zeus just wrecking house. And that's the tiny down as well. That is 3 for nothing. The dire side do seem to be doing very well here. We've got an Undying. Another support, so, you know, just making use of the BTs. I wonder what's going to come back here. The Silencer coming back first. 3 seconds, we'll find out what he's going to be. Huskar. Blink Huskar, I've never seen that. We'll see if it's any use. Possibly not, I would think. Does look like Slark is going for his Scaddy. But, yep, that's, you know, nearing 12,000 there and 17,000 XP. We're not really... Wisp. Tiny dying and coming back as his counterpart. And the Rubik dying and coming back as a Bloodseeker. He is going for a Lincoln's. There's not much that you'd want to break. I mean, you've got Miscoil, 5-second Lincoln's breaker. Don't know, Arc Lightning, I'm not too sure if it breaks Lincoln's, but you've also got Gush, you know, and there's nothing really you'd want to block with Lincoln's. So it's not really what you want to finish up. Tidehunter has a Refresher Orb. Refresher, another good item to get on all random. We have Zeus here. Yeah, that's a, you know, that's giving a what, 25% extra, 40% damage increase. So, and that does work on you now as well. So, oh, might be the Slark wanting to go in here. And the Slark will go in, and it does look like your Zeus is going to die. Bloodseeker kills him though. And Wisp just teleporting in. 6 seconds on the... Oh, this could be very good for the Tidehunter here. Oh, just getting out. And a... Oh, wow. A Phantom Lancer. Support Phantom Lancer? Maybe not. And we have a Drow Ranger here, so it's a team of carries on the other side. It does look like the TB is doing just content to farm here. It looks like a team of carries with a solo support and the IO looking for a... what looks to be a mech. But it is good they came back. It's never too much fun if you don't come back. IO just not enough health. It goes down dead for 40 seconds. Only 11 respawns left on the Radiant side, but it's meant to be a very long game this, so could be some good holds. The changes on Phantom Lancer, we haven't seen him much. He is in Captain's Draft now, I believe. Which 45% trigger chance on Juxtapose for a hero. That's quite something. Especially when you've got Spirit Lands. Only 8 seconds for them, but the new Spirit Lance does give a lot more. We'll see if he gets picked at all. Phantom Rush is going to be the main thing. 4 seconds. Oh, and this is the... Oh, it doesn't have enough for the second Ravage. But it doesn't look like he really needs it. The Bloodseeker running at 571. You've just got the Terrorblade dying off. Hopefully he comes back as a support. Might be able to do a little bit more. We have a Bounty Hunter. Lots of tracks here. It does look like your Tidehunter is going to go down. And yes, Bloodseeker just
That's a twofer.
wrecking house. And OD here. We have a Spectre. This is just a team of carries. Entirely on the Radiant side. This might be why they managed to hold. All carries. I mean, Slark getting close to his Skadi. Just the... how far away will it be now? 5, 6. He just needs to get those two, so... just about 800 away. Oh, Bounty Hunter has been dusted. And ruptured. And he's dead. And gives it to 3 people. Oh no, that was Bounty Hunter going down himself. PL dying off. Oh no, keeping up. We've got Tidehunter died off and the Clinks died off, so we've got Clinks coming back as a Chaos Knight. Blink BKB Chaos Knight. Relatively good. They do need some more carry. And Tidehunter, let's see if he comes back as someone very useful with Refresher Orb on Dusa. Possibly not. I guess you could refresh ult. You just don't want to be using up your mana. The additional mana of that is just health. So, probably not the best thing to have. Slark should know that there's a ward here. He's lost his passive. And Bounty Hunter is going to come back in 8 seconds. We'll see what he comes back as. A Mask of Madness Tranquil Boot Spectre. Only level 11 at 34 minutes. And Bounty Hunter came back as an Omni Knight. Which is relatively interesting. Phantom Lancer just with Boots of Travel could be using with a Diffusal right now. We have the Skadi out for the Slark and an Orchid Omni. Gone are those days. Oh wow. Dusa gone in straight away. That is going to be a dead... No! Yes, he is. He's dead. All this carry not really doing too much when there's a GA. They cornered the... Wow! It seems that ult really did something for them. That's 3 dead on the side of the Radiant. The Spectre, the Drow, and the Bloodseeker going down. Bloodseeker has a relic? No idea what that is. And the Slark even might go down. He does have a Skadi, he's pretty tanky, but the OD only level 12 going down here. There's another one. Let's see what Spectre comes back as. Spectre comes back as an Enigma. This could be quite good. Level 2 of Black Hole, not expecting it. They will see what he's come back as. And a Black Hole there with a Slark just laying right in. He doesn't have a blink though. So, upsettingly, and... oh, TB came back. Or whatever TB was before as an Earth Spirit. Doesn't seem that he enjoys that. Has a blink. Blades of Attack. We have a Wraith King. With a Sacred Relic. He's a very good Rapier character, though. It does look like the Earth Spirit is being just salty. We have Dazzle coming back. He is close to his mech. A Mask of Madness Enigma. Oh, this could be a dead Enigma. If you just chased slightly longer, being an extra bit of damage out there, but... It's a quick attacking Omni Knight. Point A, he does have a Sanjin Yasha and an Orchid. No mana issues, nothing else, and Slark's incredibly difficult to kill. He has a Skadi now, and you know, it's not too much you can do. It does look like the Chaos Knight just got stunned. The Skadi Slark going in here. Abaddon, not really the best target to go for. Oh, just got stunned and pulled in there. That Slark is going to melt. And he managed to get his 50% there. No, he didn't, actually. That's just 3. But it does look... Oh, wow. That's so much damage. That Earth Spirit probably going down. Yes. Earth Spirit dying off. And the Slark is dead as well. This could be the middle lane. And they'll only have 3 respawns left after this is done. Which is amazing, seeing as it's only halfway done. How do they hold off on 3 respawns? I do not know. They must just get an incredibly good team. The Enigma needs a blink. 1700 on the Omni Knight again. Just kept the Sacred Relic. Abaddon just leveling up Dagon. He's got level 5 Dagon now. And he came back as an Ogre. A Blink Ogre. Only level 11 though. Such a shame. Does have a lot of stun though. And our Slark, again! Carry. That's all he seems to do. This is very, very lucky. You know, keeping the Midas. Skadi on Troll. Pretty good. You just go for crit now. Level 15 on the Abaddon. Really doing nothing. There must have just ended up Dagoning a creep. The Omni Knight just can't do anything on this. This is a little bit worrisome. Oh wow. Enigma going down, didn't even use Black Hole. Courier dies for the Radiant, nothing on it. And PL does get himself... Oh wow! Yes, so... You know, level 3 on that ultimate. That's quick attacking. And Omni Knight, once his GA goes down, it's not too much he can do. He's having to run away there, and the physical damage coming out from a Chaos Knight does a lot of damage. It's illusions for days on this side. Does look like the PL will go down. Yes, PL's dead, but so is the Wraith Kit. Oh wow, this is a long fight here. Does look like the Ogre might go down. Might want to try and get a stun out, but here we have Medusa. Refreshed her ult. Doesn't have much health left. Oh! Sanking! This didn't really do too much. Only level 11 on the Sanking. Such a shame. But all in all, just only 1 respawn left for the Radiant side. All of their towers down. Well, all of their outer towers down. The middle tower on the base tower, tier 3s, is at 176 health, very low. Abaddon's still going, and let's see what they come back as. We've got the Phantom Lances, see if he's useful with his BTs and Diffusal Blade. 1 second, he's Diffusal Blade on Luna. It is edgy, useful, but not really what they were expecting, I don't think. And seem to have just gone for some stats as well. I think. Yeah. Oh wow. Dazzle not going to die off here, but Abaddon, level 3 ultimate. You can knock him down and then he'll go into ultimate form and just start. You should be using Mistcoil here. We have a Morphling with Orchid here. Abaddon is going down, and it looks like the Morphling might go down. Oh wow, Chaos Knight. The Phantom Assassin with a Radiance. And does look like Morphling will go down as well. Double kill for your Troll Warlord. Looks like he is going for crit. Only one respawn left for them, but they got 3 out here for the dire side. The Morphling, the Abaddon, and the Chaos Knight. We'll see if Medusa does have a Scaddy, but you know, just by herself, not really doing enough. And this slow and this stun does look like this is going to go down. And yes, last stun, 936 damage, Radiance there, and another 3.1k on your Phantom Assassin. There we are, 4. Let's see how they are holding, and they just destroy these towers. Lots of damage and lots of attacks for everybody. We have Visage with a Dagon, relatively okay. We'll see how the Blink BKB Chaos Knight, what he comes back as, if it's anything that can really use it. Blink BKB Chen might just go straight for an Aegis. I mean, Vladimir's is good on Chen. Morphling coming back as a Lich. Oh, he has all the stuff for a Skull Basher, which, as a Lich, 10% stun chance when you're relatively fast attacking. Orchid quite good on the Lich, you know, lots of extra damage when you're using Chain Frost. But not really an item of choice. Medusa will come back in 20 seconds. Troll Warlord is almost at Daedalus. Big old crit stick. And PA, almost 4k. They do only have 1 respawn left. If they take another big team fight with maybe 2 people dead. Ah, there we are. Relatively good. Shadow Fiend, Scaddy, good in Shadow Fiend. Mantis Style, good in Shadow Fiend. Refresher Orb, not really an item of choice, but I guess you could get 2 ultimates off in a fight, and it's a lot of damage. It does look like the Dire side are thinking about Roche. It is the first Roche of the game, but I would definitely say that the Radiant are much better placed to take it. Although the Shadow Fiend does have Ogre Magi is going for a Bloodstone, his Soul Ring. We have the Familiar Birds going up there. It just looks like they're going to push down bottom. We have a Blink on the Shadow Fiend. Finished crit on the Troll Warlord. Sand King, Mask of Madness, and Yasha on a Sand King. Dazzle has a point booster. Still don't know what the Phantom Assassin is going for. Luna still only has Diffusal Blade, but was support for most of this. We have Shadow Fiend, no extra items, and Chen doesn't seem to be going for anything different, but they're slowly climbing back up the graphs on the Radiant side. Still 13 extra kills from the Dire, but this Troll Warlord does seem to be really, he's got some very good heroes from this, especially with constantly getting carries, so everything he's been building has really been working for him. There's the support Gyrocopter, and now pretty much as a support Luna does have the Diffusal Blade, so it is useful, but started off as a support and now just seems to be getting carries again, but you know, we'll be running out of people to pick up. That is one thing that the Lincolns are now very, very useful for. And here's the BKB coming out from the PA. She is in no man's land. This is a lot of... It's just an utterly useless ult here, but this is going to bounce and do lots of damage. And the PA goes down here. And a buyback. Lena, I guess. Oh, Creep died. Lich is dead. Chen is dead. So yeah, only the PA dead there. Has a Radiance and her Lincolns. How many Lincolns have we got for both sides? We've got... what, 2 for the Radiant side? Yeah, only 2 for the Radiant side. It's very good, actually, now that the Dagon is level 5. Only one surviving member out of that. Got a buyback from the Lena. There we are, the Radiant side creeping back into it. That is a death from the Phantom Assassin. She did run very ballsy into that, but the Shadow Fiend ultimate just did absolutely nothing. This is entirely magical damage, and she was spell immune there. It does say pierces spell immunity, but I believe it's not the damage that pierces spell immunity, it's the damage reduction. But don't quote me on that. Or you can quote me on it if it's wrong and just say how wrong I was. But it does look like they might be posturing for a Roshan attempt here. We've got Troll Warlord almost level 25. Might get it with his... No, not with his camp. He did use his Midas. He's almost 3k gold here. And Lich hoping for something that can use the Skullbasher. Wow, just getting continuous supports here. And a Radiance Venomancer. Don't see that every day. Don't think they'll be too happy with that. We've got Phoenix, Blink, and Black King Bar. We have an AA with Dagon. Yeah. And a Shadow Shaman with a Skullbasher and Orchid. Not what you're really wanting. They are starting to lose out in the carry game. Shadow Shaman is pretty good at this state of the game. The Mass Serpent Wards always do a lot of damage, and also the Hex, instant stuns, and Shackles 5-second channel, keeping someone shackled, and that is a ranged Skullbasher, very good at clearing out the lanes. But A is probably the best pickup that they got there. It's useful all the way into the game. Really does stop that dazzle being of much use. No more heals. Mechanisms completely useless. Upsettingly, they didn't get the Venomancer, but I guess that would be a bit too annoying. The damage over time from this Venomancer is going to be horrible. But it does look like the Dire side went in. Big chicken there. Does look like he... No, he doesn't have the Ram. It's quite a nice Immortal there. But they did get it, and I guess it went out to the Shadow Fiend. I'm going to do another push down bottom. See if they can finally get this. They have been putting a lot of pressure out on these towers. They've all got damage to them. Bottom tower does have the least amount of damage, but they might want to have someone push down mid, because otherwise all the lanes will be on their side of the map, and you know, if it's an extended siege, could be dangerous. There are now 0 respawns for the Radiant side. One person dies, they stay dead. Serpent Wards being dropped here, and that is a very, very good 4-man. Oh, Sankin getting saved here. He is going to get caught by the sun, but... Oh, that's a lot of damage. It's a big, big fight, and it looks like the Troll is going to kill this off. And the Venomancer might survive. Magic Wand keeps him alive. Oh! How did that even happen? That was a ranged attack. I guess you must have just cancelled it.
Now, where did I put my
That's 5. But poor Sanking will not be coming back. One more team fight like that though, and the Dire side will have no more respawns. We still have quite a lot of time left on this game, so it does seem to be very close. Venomancer with 3k. I'm not too sure if they now get the gold increase. If you have a look at how quick that's going there. No, they don't get the gold increase from their teammate. And it does look like Ogre has DC'd. It's the same person, I believe, DCing some last time. Has an 11 charge Bloodstone though. He hasn't died since he made his Bloodstone, but he is 311 and 8. Top of our net worth is, well, top of the net worth is our Troll, relatively closely followed by the Shadow Fiend, and now coming back, whole new lineup. We have a Ghost Scepter, Diffusal Blade and Boots of Travel Windrunner. We have an Orchid, Sange, Phase Boots and Skullbasher Earthshaker. A Dagon Helm and Power Treads Lichen, upsettingly. And a full carry Jakiro with Manta Style and Refresher Orb. That will be very good with his ultimate. And a Blink Dagger Viper, who at this point of the game is not going to be of much use. So they didn't come back with the best of heroes for what their items are. But yeah, it's almost even. XP is actually on the Radiant side, so big old comeback here from what looks to be 20k. 20k gold down, and they've came back. It's all down to having, I believe, the troll having the correct heroes for each of his each time, because he's just come back, had more and more items. Shot bug? I don't know. Ah, right. Maybe that's explaining the 6k. What? Oh wow, that's bad. I never knew that. So if one team gets down to 0 respawns, nobody can buy. Well, this Troll Warlord is going to have a lot of gold by the end of this. He'll always have buyback though. Unless it's on cooldown, but no matter what, they won't have the perfect initiation that the Sand King gave them last time. The Sand King gave them very, very good initiation. But it does look like your Earthshaker is going down. Very odd Earthshaker, but yeah, this Troll Warlord will just start racking up the gold. Seems everyone's racking it up. What have we got? Current gold, most people over 1,000. It's going to be quite interesting seeing how this goes. I wonder what they're going to go back as. Oh, can he drop items from his stash? Oh, Sand King keeps on getting gold, and he seems to be able to buy items and drop them off. He's buying them wards. Oh, that's quite interesting. They still have a large stock. This will be the first set of wards I believe I've seen from the Radiant side. No one decided to really do support, but I have to say the Dire side have been keeping incredibly good vision. That's why they were dominating here. If they'd gotten the correct heroes for what for what everyone was building, I think they really would have done much better than they have at the moment. It's a shame, but their vision, it's never been on their side of the map. It's because they've always been on the enemy side of the map. They've always been wanting to push in and kill everyone off. We have a Weaver. That's a relatively okay Weaver build. Skullbasher not so good, 10%, but he does have a double. It doesn't do the second, but you know. Okay, I guess he wasn't really wanting to say that in all chat. But Weaver, quite a good holder of Orchid. Very good for solo, and if you can pick someone off solo right now, there's absolutely no point in him using his Midas. It removes someone from the fight, yes, but they're just posturing here, and the Weaver will kill off that middle turret. That's a lot of damage. The Vladimir's really coming into effect here. They could do with having Sentry Ward down, just to see when this Weaver is going to go in. Just having a look at that, everyone just keeping it up. Net worth not going to be of any use anymore. But this troll, I think, has been keeping it alive for the Radiant side. 13, 3 and 9. Oh, and it does look like the Lycan going down. Windrunner does pop. Her Windrun does just 100% evasion. Oh, Jakiro double ult there could have been quite powerful. But that is a death for your Lycan. Oh, 2-man. Anybody going to follow up on this? No, not wanting to. It's a lot of health. 3,100 health here. It looks like the Wind Ranger might go down. That is a... Oh, wow. This is just so much damage going out. The Viper dead. Wind Ranger possibly gonna die. Oh, did that? No, that didn't catch. It's a shame. That's over 10,000. But now she is being slowed down all the time. And that's the Wind Ranger down. So that's... Oh, Wind Ranger buys back and is now a Nature's Prophet. I don't know if that's just to push. But yeah, we now have a Nature's Prophet. Very good at this point of the game. Someone possibly wanting to buy something. Oh, Lycan coming back as a Disruptor. Huge silence, very useful. Would probably have been better for the Jakiro to have that huge silence, but see what the Viper comes back as. And just don't... Oh, that's the problem when you now have that much gold and nobody can do anything with it, it seems. That's something big. They really do need to change that then. So that's a big issue. If that's the problem. I mean, now Diffusal Blade on a Nature's Prophet is much better. Doesn't really need the BTs. He does have a 20-second global, and nobody has any silence. But Skywrath Mage blink BKB. Skywrath Mage is very good. Silence here. Ancient Seal possibly good if you can get that out on the Venomancer before he can cast his ult. Then it's going to be useful. And now they're just relying on 2 carries here, and they've got Nature's Prophet, and their carry is a Jakiro. I mean, I would probably even say try and get rid of the Jakiro. Just suicide if you can to the Ancients. Put all of your items in the bank. But I mean, that is, you do only have 1 respawn left, but it might be worth it. Because the Jakiro not really doing too much with the items there. You could get someone much better who'd be able to do a lot more with the farm that you have. And seeing as you can't buy any more items, there's no Aghanims coming out. 61 minutes, we've still got another 17 minutes. So this is going to be a close one. I'm guessing that there's not a lot of action going to happen because seeing as there is only 1 respawn left for each team, the Dire know exactly where they are. It is going away very soon. Shame that you can't see how long. Lots of the Dire wards are all popped down around about the same time, so they're all going to time out soon. And nobody can buy any wards as well, which is a bit of a shame, which should mean that the Venomancer becomes a very, very good member of the team. Able to Plague Ward all over the place. It is only 30 seconds. Oh, 40 seconds, yeah. 40 seconds on that, but the current gold just keeps on going up and up and up. I believe... Oh no, still a level 17! And Roshan went down. I'm sorry, I wasn't watching there. Jakiro picking up the Roche. So he has an Aegis now. I would be guessing at 62 minutes most people will be getting... Nope, nothing out in the Weaver. 13 Bloodstone charges. What he wouldn't give for a Ag Scepter right now. does look like the Dire are really keeping on with the creep. They're always seem to be on the Radiant side of the map. It's just that when it comes down to a team fight, the Troll just does so much. 0.4, and that's, he doesn't even have any of, well, he has one Fervor stack at the moment. But he just attacks so quick, especially with this Bloodlust on. The attack speed, just getting an extra 50 attack speed, and the movement speed, they're all very, very fast. But this is such a shame that they there's that bug. Not meaning Weaver, meaning the bug of not being able to sell or buy things, which really does mean I'd be surprised if they're able to kill off this Troll Warlord. Top tower is taking. That is a big wave. I'd be surprised if this tower doesn't go down. And the tower does go down. That is only one tier 3 left for the Radiant side, and that is 176 health. So, with a profit, albeit a profit with really hardly any items, did he sell off his Diffusal Blade? How did that happen? He sold off his Diffusal. Poor Sand King, just not been able to do anything. But with a profit on your side, but I mean, it's a dangerous time to be a prophet, especially if you've just not got the items for it. And it does look like, oh, BKB getting forced out by the Venomancer. 7 seconds, and it does look like Disruptor might go down here just to that. Yeah, yes, this will be a dead Disruptor. And that's their last respawn, and they really needed that Jakiro to get that last respawn. And the Jakiro is going to go down, and oh, he does have the Aegis though, so I'd be very surprised if he can do. Oh, he blinked out. Very good. He had all of their stuff, and there you have it. Top barracks went down. Was that? Oh, they have an axe. An axe for the Dagon at this point in the game. Probably not what you want. Doesn't even have a blink. And Ogre Magi going down. Is Ogre dead? And there we have it. There's only 3 members left for the Radiant side, and no respawns for either side. So now's when it gets tense. Top lane Rax will be pushing in, and you do have a profit. Profit who can't buy any more items. Is still a profit, hitting for 130. Yeah, it's not too bad. Really slow attack speed though. Only has the Ghost Scepter, +7 to everything, but yeah, just I guess hoping that the Treants will just let the rest of the creeps push in and do most of the damage for him. But they, you know, it will be a 3 versus 5 now for every other fight, but it only requires one person to go in. And Weaver's very good at backdooring as well, so you have a very good rat lineup here. And this is a big, big wave. But if Prophet does get caught out, probably not going to go down, I would think. But we'll see. We can watch this. The middle tower is being pushed, and yeah, Prophet's going to be okay. And he just goes straight to middle. They're going to push in this middle lane. Super creeps up top. It's nice that they actually added it to super melee creeps. Veno actually relatively okay here for the Radiance burn. It's only 50 a second though. But bottom barracks are being pushed in, and middle barracks are being pushed in. All they need to do is take out these barracks. Don't need to focus on the heroes. I mean, focusing on the heroes is good, but this troll warlord, there we are. And this does... Oh, you don't want to walk into the middle of that. No lifesteal on this troll warlord. But it's now an equal team. But does look like the bottom barracks are going to go down. And yeah, this bottom barracks going down, and this Weaver might want to be careful. But yeah, now they only have the middle barracks. It is 3 against 3. Waiting for Roche to come back up. Exactly. But the main issue here now is that their biggest carry, who I really do think should have tried to kill himself off to get a better hero that could have used the Skadi and Manta much better, but I guess it was a little bit worrisome. Imagine if he'd gotten the Weaver instead. It would have been much better, I think. But, now he's dead, so that is a large portion of their gold. That is their top net worth is now completely negated. And the 2 top net worths, although it doesn't really make much of a difference at the moment, it really does just depend on the items. But, you know, the Troll Warlord just walked past a lot of treants. Oh, didn't manage to get a bash off. But, you know, he's the one with the most damage. All the items seem to want to work. No point in getting rid of that Midas. 1700 gold. If he dies, he will not be coming back. So buyback isn't even of any use. And then you've got the Veno, who does have a BKB. It is only 6 seconds now, but he does still have a Radiance and another Lincoln's. So Skyra Silence not going to be able to do anything with this. I don't think Arcane Bolt does do it on that, but Veno should be able to clear up waves quite well. He could get TP'd in on though. And Weaver here, there's just no detection. You can't buy any detection either. They still have a Dazzle. And that Dazzle, Shallow Grave being able to keep them alive. There's no axe anymore to stop that Shallow Grave. And all it's going to take... he's going to try and megas them here. Oh! Got lucky. But, yeah, the Radiant side just have not been on the dire side of the map in a very long time. Troll doesn't have... That's another big issue, is the fact that you can't get TP. You can't get the boots. And you can't buy a TP scroll, so going out past there, and it does look like they might get mega'd here. This Weaver just able to do whatever he wants. His ultimate on such a short cooldown that he can just play about this, and there's only the melee racks left. Oh, that bug just really playing it off. 19,000. And it does look like this middle Rax is going to go down. Oh, forced out the BKB from the Skywrath, but they've just got everything they need for a rat. They got Prophet, who can't be stopped, Ghost Scepter, and there it is. Mega Creeps. The Weaver. The Prophet just been able to come back in at any point. Nothing to break through that Ghost Scepter. Only thing that could, I guess, is Poison Touch. The stun if they... But I mean, it's still... It's such a shame. Very, very good hold out. But, yep. Now you have the Mega Creeps. And it looks like they're taking Roshan. And this is a cheese one. There is only 3 of them left, and the Weaver, you know, doesn't have too much in the way of damage. Neither does the Prophet. But not being able to buy items has really damaged everyone here. The Troll would have much more. He would have the ability to TP. I would probably tell the Troll just go mid. He should have just pushed. This is one of the slowest Roshan attempts. Getting the name off. But they just have no damage. But the problem is with this TP problem, I just think Troll should probably have been better off just going straight middle. The Weaver has enough health that he can just run around these mega creeps. But the amount of damage that a Troll puts out, he could probably give them a good base race. But I'm guessing by the time, that this is most likely over. They're just going to keep on pushing. The siege creeps become megas. And there's just nothing they can do. It's not detection. I think the boots would be the best thing. I mean, the main thing here would be if they could kill off this Prophet. Prophet will keep on surviving. He's gonna stun. Yeah, all the rest of the damage over times are just gonna stop.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah. And he'd bought Boots to Travel beforehand, and this is just such a shame after doing very, very well. The dire side are just able to push it through. And just not been able to buy anything. 21,000 gold. And just hasn't been able to buy anything for the past age. Sanking dying off. It's an odd bug for the shop to have. But I mean, if they manage to kill off the Prophet, managed to multi-bash him or something. Sorry, has been going on for a while. But it does look like the Veno is tanky, but it does only go so far. 17 seconds here, and the Troll is gonna go down, possibly. No, here we have it. Weaver, the Skullbasher, fighting in, and that's going to be the middle pushed, and the dire side managing to just rat it out with the last few heroes that they got. They got some good heroes, and oh, it's Aegis. Ultimate coming out from Veno. They kill off the Skywrath though. So it is now 3 against 2, but it is the 2 biggest rats, and the Ancient is exposed. But, you know, all he needs to do is TP in, make treants, attack it a few times, and then BT out. Weaver can just go in and time-lapse out if he feels slightly in trouble. It's a shame of a game, I have to give it that. But all they need to do is kill off the last 2, because if you kill off everyone, then you do win, I believe. You don't need to destroy the enemy's Ancient. So, but here comes the rat, and the push coming out. Just no detection able to happen for the Weaver. All they would need to do is buy a dust. Yeah, that's it. You just can't do anything against this. So much damage from mega creeps. And oh wow, I did not see that. Must have killed him off with his ultimate. Oh wow, this could be a very big comeback. You need to take out these siege creeps. The Ancient is going down. These siege creeps need to die. You need to kill off the siege creeps. You can kite all the rest of them, but siege creeps do not attack you. Unless if there's a building there, then they're not going to go for you. If they'd killed off those siege creeps, I think they might have been able to pull it back, but it's that big old bug that got them 23,000 gold. What could you have got for that? You know, there was only one person left, and it was that Weaver. And if you get a bash out on the Weaver, just, you know, it is a random attempt. But if you got a bash out on that, then, you know, that would have been lots and lots of damage. Probably could have killed off the Weaver, and they might have even won, but that is a shame. Oh well, it was quite an interesting game. Oh, happy, the first one that I've ever casted of a all random deathmatch, so might do some more, but bit of a shame that it was disconnect in the middle and well, just being dragged out. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.